Hello guys, how we doing? And welcome to this week's training video. And this week's training video is all about ab training. Now, Matt, our THQ trainer, is going to take you through this entire workout. Now, if you want this workout attached to your app, then just ask your trainer and we can attach it to your app, and you'll have Matt to be able to take you through the full routine. Now, if you're a non-member, I'm going to allow you to watch 8 minutes of this video where you can have to see all the exercises that Matt's doing, how he's doing them, so you actually understand the workout and you can do the workout yourself. So it's worth watching this entire video. But what I wanted to talk to you today about two valuable points about when it comes to ab training. Now, Matt is going to take you through the practical elements, so I'm not really going to discuss that, and he's going to explain to you it's all about keeping your body fat levels low, and it's not just about doing loads of crunches to get a six-pack. That's not there. I think hopefully most of us understand that. But if you don't, then obviously Matt's going to be able to explain to you in detail how to train your abs effectively and the key points when it comes to ab training, really. And it's not about hitting abs all the time, it is about your diet. 2 points that I wanted to touch on, guys, right? When it comes to ab training, there's two levels of the body fat you need to take your body to really show your midsection off, right? I'm going to show you two pictures of myself a few years ago. Now, I'm sure you can see this picture now. So guys, like this picture here, I was actually quite happy. And you can see, apart from the tattoos, guys, you can actually see that I do have a reasonable nice midsection, and I was actually happy with that physique. I was happy in myself, and I didn't take my low levels of my body fat too low, but I was really happy with that result. Now, this picture here, I was absolutely miserable, guys, right? Yes, my abs look better. Yes, I look ripped, but you can probably see by my face expressions, like that was extreme dieting, and I was horrible to be around, and I was really, really unhappy daily because I was just, well, if you take yourself to that. So that sometimes, guys, that is the physique that when we think of abs and ab training that people are actually looking for. And guys, trust me, I will never take myself to that again. And it wasn't really something that I ever enjoy or sort of ever really sort of promote now, guys, and it's not something that I'm interested in ever taking my body to again. But I wanted to point out it's very important when it comes to ab training, like that is a six-pack, but also that is a six-pack as well, guys, and it's about understanding where your happy point is. Now, don't get me wrong, at that point I learned a hell of a lot, what I could, and the lessons that I learned about really about my mindset and my life and my physique, and so maybe that would you take yourself to really low levels of body fat just once? Maybe, yeah. I would probably suggest if you wanted to try it, it's a lesson that you'll never forget, but it's not something you should really aspire to do all the time. Well, when you get down there, guys, you will understand what I mean anyway, if you ever took yourself to that position. But let's say with the transformation shoots that we put out, we take people to around about 10% body fat. So like you probably have to see my abs better if it wasn't for all my tattoos. But we do take people to reasonably low levels of body fat, but they are generally not really, really happy. That is below 10%. That is when you get into like 6% body fat, and it's really like on the calipers, which is I'm not 100% sure if I had a proper DEXA scan or anything, but I was unhappy anyway, I know that, and it's too low levels of body fat. So that is my point of ab training. You need to understand how hard getting really lean is, and realistic expectations, so you don't really dampen yourself down a little bit with your motivation. And the second point that I want to move on before I let Matt explain to you the workout is that when it comes to programming abs training, we don't do full ab sessions, right? As a personal trainer, we don't when we have THQ or THQ for our main sessions, we don't have full ab sessions. We just tag abs onto the end of a few sessions. So Matt's going to take you through why it's important to hit your abs and the benefits of that. But from a programming standpoint, we just put abs at the end of the session is just to really sort of hit abs towards the end. It's just really to give you that little bit extra, and that is enough. Hitting abs every other day towards the end of a session is enough really to give you a good midsection if you're on it with your diet and you're on it with your other training standpoint. However, we do full ab sessions. We are actually doing a couple currently on Zoom, and I have done full ab session workouts for people to do in our free use area in the gym. Now, why do we do that? Because I think sometimes it's enjoyable just to hit a full ab session, but from a teaching standpoint from personal trainers, it's important that we teach you how to train abs. And it's very good for us to really take you through occasionally doing a full ab workout to really teach you how we want you to train. Now, do we want you to put that in as a weekly thing that you do all the time, week in, week out? No, we don't. It's not really the very best use of your time, but it's important for us to take you through a full ab workout that we do it on a weekly basis. So you'll learn, you understand how to train your abs. So then when you are towards the end of your workouts and you're feeling a bit fatigued, you understand how to train them, and you do train them, and they are part of your regular routine, which is what we add on to the end of the session. So that's the way I want you to look at ab training, guys. So if you you see our full ab workouts as a THQ member, or you're jumping on them on Zoom, yeah, they are definitely something that you need to jump on and learn. But like as a long-term point, you need to include them on a weekly basis. No, probably not. But you need to include them on a week, like as in a weekly basis, doing a 1 hour session. No, probably not. But do you need to do them as a one-off towards the end of your sessions, and then maybe do these hour sessions to learn? Yeah, definitely, 100%, guys. So Matt's going to take you through this workout now. So do enjoy this. And again, if you're a THQ member, get it attached to your app. If you're not, watch the start of this video and you'll be able to understand what Matt wants you to do.
Hi guys, what we're going to do today is a full ab workout, alright? So all core exercises, abs, no obliques, all muscles in the midsection. So really important muscle group to train. Everybody wants nice, good, developed midsection, toned area of the body, and it also transcends having good core strength, having a strong core transcends things like squats, overhead presses, deadlifts. It is really important to focus on that muscle group and make sure you've all got strong cores. So we're going to do a full 20-25 minute workout of the abs. We all want good developed midsections. Quick point on that, number one way to get a good midsection to develop, to see a good abdominal region is nutrition. The diet is the main thing. You need your body fat levels low enough to be able to see and reveal muscles of the abs, obliques, and that midsection. So, see a lot of people get caught up sometimes on training abs 4 or 5 times a week, absolutely battering that muscle group. It's pointless, no matter how many sit-ups you do, how many crunches, not going to burn body fat any faster around the midsection, the more volume you put on. Okay, so it's more important maybe just once a week or 10-15 minutes on the end of a workout just to add some ab work in and concentrate more so on the nutrition, being in a calorie deficit, dropping body fat levels down if goal was to get a good, well-defined midsection. Alright, so still important to train. So what we're going to do today is 6 different exercises, all abs, no obliques. And we're going to do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds rest, which is plenty. If you're training right, if you're contracting a muscle, don't be forgetting really long sets on abs. What happens is you brace your core, but you don't contract the muscle, you don't stretch it, your form gets sloppy as you get fatigued, and you're literally not training the muscle. So if you get it right, if you're contracting the muscle properly, full range of motion, 30-second sets on abs is absolutely plenty long enough, and you're going to need 30 seconds rest between. You do 4 rounds, 6 different exercises. You're going to focus on the abs, front of your abs, so sit back muscles, rectus abdominis, and your obliques, which are at the side of the midsection. Those muscles have got different responsibilities. So it's really important before we start to keep that in mind when we're training the abs. So it's so easy to not actually contract the abs. Use hip flexors, use everything but the actual muscles of the core. Alright, so we're going to slow the reps down today. We're not going to do absolutely loads of reps dead fast, which is pointless. Again, you'll take tension off the muscle, it'll be doing nothing. So we're going to focus on form and technique and keeping 30 seconds of tension on that muscle, actually fully contracting the muscle and stretching it rather than just having it braced and using all the muscles around it, which is a common mistake a lot of people do. So abs, sit back muscles, the rectus abdominis, what are responsible for? When you contract that muscle group, you're curling the spine, so the responsibility of the muscle is flexion of the spine, so it's bringing the chest closer to the pelvis. Alright, so actually squeeze that muscle, brings the chest closer to the pelvis, Abs are fully contracted, so the arms in my back, and then stretch. Okay, so it's easy to make a mistake of using hip flexors, back straight. You're thinking, you're thinking flexing spine, you're not just using hip flexors. So always bear that in mind. You bring your chest closer to your pelvis by squeezing, contracting, curling the spine, right? Obliques, muscle fibers run another way, so what they're responsible for is rotation, okay? So rotating the torso. If you're nice and still, hips stay still, and actually rotate around, so rotate the torso around, you'll feel those muscles down the side of the midsection kick in, squeeze and contract. That's the obliques working, okay? So we're going to work both muscle groups. We'll do one abdominal exercise, one oblique exercise, keep rotating between two. So, the first exercise we're going to do is sit-ups, okay? But weighted sit-ups, if you've got weight, if you want to put more tension on, make it more demanding. So we've got to bear in mind, again, about curling up with the spine. So if you're just going to do sit-ups as quick as you can, just hold hip flexors, we're doing nothing with the abs, okay? So we're keeping our lower back over here, squeezing out, push that lower back into the ground, okay? So you're activating your core, lower back's pushed into the ground. What we're going to do is a curl style, one vertebra at a time, squeeze, 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 up, back down, okay? So squeeze, push that lower back in, back down. Then you're going to add weight if you can. The legs are slightly bent, lower back's pushed in, and that weight up's going to stay above my head, all the way up. So pushing lower back in, up, squeeze, slowly back down. Try not to take any tension off the abs. Slow your reps down, concentrate on contracting, stretching. Alright, 30 seconds, new weighted sit-ups, then we'll rest, and then we'll go into Russian twists. So obliques. What we're going to do with Russian twists is a seated position. Cross your legs over, dumbbell in front of your chest, okay? So squeeze your core, make your quads nice and tight. That's some difficulty, you're going to bring the feet just off the ground slightly. What we're going to do is rotate one way, squeeze your obliques, rotate the other way. Alright? Make sure we're trying to focus on actually contracting, squeezing the muscle as much as you can. Alright, that's tough. Obviously, you can just pop your feet down so you're a bit more stable. You're still going to get activation of the obliques. Okay, so we're going to make it a bit more challenging, put a bit more tension on your core, bring the feet off the ground, and then as you use your twists. Third exercise we're going to do is reverse crunches. You get this one right. Probably my favourite ab exercise. Okay, so what we're going to do is lie flat on the back, arms flat. We're going to keep the shoulder blades on the ground. Bring the feet off straight. We're going to be flexing the spine by bringing hips off the ground, curling hips up towards the chest. Okay, so lower back's pushing into the ground again, core tight, shoulders on the ground, and bring the feet up. Curl in, back out. And really squeeze those abs, curl the spine, back out. Right. There's crunches. After that, we're going to go back to obliques. We're going to do bicycle sit-ups. Same again, core nice and tight. Pushing the lower back into the ground. Legs are up, hands on the head. And bring that knee up to the opposing elbow, straighten out your leg, okay? So we're rotating, feel it down that side of your obliques. And exactly the same on the other side. Right, so bicycle sit-ups. Rotate, squeeze, keep the lower back pushing into the ground. Take a squeeze. You don't want to rush through reps, so you don't want to be just absolutely battering, forming crap. Feel your lower back stay pushed in. Rotate, squeeze, back, rotate, squeeze. Right. After that, guys, back to front of your abs. We're going to do a hold, static hold, we're going to do hollow holds for 30 seconds, right? So, keeping tension on the core as long as we can. So, arms are straight, legs are straight. What we're going to do is, again, core stance, pushing that lower back into the ground, and raise up the feet, raise up the arms, and that lower back pushed into the ground. You're going to hold in that position, squeezing the abs, constantly squeezing, keeping them tight. All the tension on, we're going to hold that for 30 seconds if we can. Alright, if you can't, just take the tension off and then go again. And I'm going to finish with obliques again, obliques and abs. Bit of both this one, we're going to do alternating toe touches. Full tight again, pushing that lower back into the ground, feet up. We're just going to bring the right hand up to the left toe. Rotate, squeeze, exactly the same the other side. So you'll get a bit of obliques, a bit of abdominis. A lot of tension on the core and the obliques for that one. That's it, that's all 6. That's what we're going to do. Start off by doing the...
So guys, hope you found that helpful. And what I want you to take from that now is the fact that when Matt was going over it, it's very important to understand when we're training abs is that you can't really overthink it, guys, right? You can't think, right, I just need to train abs to get a better midsection. Like I said, I've shown you 2 photos of me. My ab training never changed, but my abs look completely different, guys, right? It was just a level I took my body fat to, and that's very important. So from a training perspective, like chucking in a 20-minute ab workout at the end of a session, end of a lighter session may be good. Maybe chucking in a couple, like a 10-minute ab workout at the end of the session of things that you've learned is going to be beneficial. Or maybe even on a rest day at home, a lot of them are bodyweight exercises that you can do with an object as well. That is beneficial as well. So when you're looking at it from a week, it's definitely worth chucking them in from time to time. But towards the end of the session or on a rest day is probably the senseless way to go about it. So I hope you found that video helpful, guys. Take care. Any questions, drop us a message.